Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the mountain. I'm Tony from Gaggen's Mountain Homestead. Old Man Winter showed up again last night. Got like 2 inches of snow that we weren't expecting, but that's okay. So here we are, we're at the bunker. Let's check on some bunnies. Good morning, bunnies. How we doing? Good morning, Miss Janice. Captain Johnny. Joni, how's the babies? And there's Tennille. We want to check on the babies. Hang on. I want to show you a baby. They're 2 weeks old today. So they should be looking pretty cute. Ooh. Oh yeah. Warm fuzzy babies. There's one. Come here, baby. Look at that little baby. That's a 2-week-old baby bunny. They are adorable. So here we go. 2-week-old, plenty of fur on them. Look at that little bunny. That's what they look like at 2 weeks. We'll put them back in there with his siblings. Cover them up. Good job, Mama. Good job, Joni. Now we just got to get everybody fed and watered, and then on to the other critters. Hello, chickies. Good morning, chickies. Nobody want to come out, huh? I don't see any eggs in there. How come? Huh? Why don't I see any eggs? I just got to show you guys how beautiful it is this morning. It just looks awesome. We do love it here on our mountain. What a gorgeous day. Oh, we got a chickie coming out, trudging through the snow. Looks like we got another one trying. Come on, chickie. Come on, chickie. She will. Here she comes. Maybe, I don't know, a little bit. Well, the snow's falling off the trees now. Light breeze. It's a light, fluffy snow. It's coming off the trees now. It'll be gone in a couple hours. Just what a beautiful morning we have here. Alright, on to the goaty goats. Good morning, goaty goats. Hey Zan, how you doing, buddy? Nubia, how are you? And Diana. And there's Benji down there. And there's Jaina right there. Everyone's doing good this morning? Alright, good goaty goats. Hi Zan. Hi Zan. Alright, let's get you some food. Zan, you're crazy, buddy. You're crazy. Alright. You know, there's 5 goats. That's all 5 goat trays. Why can't that be enough for you? Less work for me, but you guys gotta eat. Is there a warm-up coming, huh? Is that it? Is there a warm-up coming? Here you go, Diana. Good girl. Hello, Nubia. You're not Nubia, you're Diana. Hey, Bungie. Sanjay. Zian. And Nubia. Go look at this Nubia, please. Okay, good goaty goats. Let's get your water. There's plenty for everybody, you know. We got deer track in the fresh snow. I go up the hill all the way down the range. Deer are all over the ridge. I go out in the woods and there's track everywhere. All right, goaty goats. Have some hemlock. Have some hemlock. We'll do one more. There you go, Jaina. The goats shall now enjoy their hemlock. Diana, you coming? All right. Still got a few things to do inside this morning. And then we'll come back out and do more chores outside. Okay, kids, here we are out with our Coyote. Our lovely Kioti CK2610 tractor. If you've been watching, you know we had to put a new engine in it. We have about 50 hours on the new engine, so now it's time to do an oil change. So I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a Kioti CK2610. It'll be the exact same thing on the 3510 and the 4010. It's pretty much the same engine. So we're going to go ahead and do an oil change. Now the first thing I want to do is where I'm sitting, she kind of leans down a little bit. So I want to lift up the front end and put a couple blocks under the front tires, and that'll raise up the front end so the tractor's level. Tractor's been idling about 10 minutes, so she is warmed up. I just shut it off so I could video and you could hear me. So I'm going to start it up. And I'm just going to raise up the front end by pushing the button down. Putting a 2x6 under each tire. Just drop it back down. So now she's pretty much level. So now we can go ahead and drain some oil out. So the first thing you have to do on this trap, we're going to have to raise the hood, of course. But to do that, we've got to move the brush bar. It's in the way of the hood. Alright, actually we didn't have to do that yet anyway. Now we're going to go underneath and drain the oil. This tractor has two 17mm drain plugs on it, so we're going to go ahead and pull those two. We'll come underneath, and there's our drain plugs. Right here on the bottom of the engine, and right here is the rear drive shaft. So we're going to go ahead and loosen up both of those drain plugs and drain out the oil, which hopefully is kind of warm. Drain pan's in place. I see these have nylon crush washers. Well, looks like, no, it's aluminum. We're going to replace those. So there's the first one. Set that down. And we'll get the second one now. There we go. We got both of our drain plugs out. One of them has a crush washer. I'm not sure where the other one went. Alright, these are the aluminum crush washers that came off, and they actually look to be in really good shape, so I'm just going to reuse them. They'll work just fine. So here's the drain bolts. Just clean them off. And we'll put a crush washer on each one, just like that. What the crush washer does is it helps to seal up around here so there won't be any leaks. And it holds the bolt, it'll hold the plug in a little better too. So we'll just put them in like that and we'll go ahead and install them. And then we'll pull the filter and put in a new filter. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we'll put those drain plugs back in with the crush washers still on them. Put this one in first, wipe off excess oil. We'll screw that in by hand like that. Alright, now we'll go ahead and do the second one. And we'll go ahead and tighten up both of them. There, those are nice and snug. I'm not sure what the torque spec is on them, to be honest with you. I just do them so they're pretty tight. And I'll check them in a couple days, make sure they're still tight, so we don't lose an engine or something. Alright, so next up is the oil filter. The oil filter is right here. There's the oil filter. Right there. So we're going to slide our oil pan over so it's underneath it. And if you look, the oil filter is right over the axle, of course. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some paper towel and put it over the axle there, so when it drips out, it'll just drip onto the paper towel and not onto my axle. I happen to have a filter wrench that fits right on that filter, and if that doesn't work, I also have a strap wrench. Well, we know the factory likes to put them on tight. It's coming. Oh, that's on there, huh? There we go. Here we are. Alright. Okay, let's make sure we can get our filter wrench off like that. Spin the filter off. There goes all that extra oil. It is indeed warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. That's good. Dump the oil out of the filter. The oil I'll be using is Shell Rotilla T 5W40 for diesels. See, it says right on it, heavy duty diesel. My oil filter is a genuine Kioti oil filter. If you need to know, there's the part number E6201-32443. That is the oil filter you will use for a CK2610, 3510, or 4010. Like I said, they're all the same. So you unbox your oil filter. It's got this protective coating cover on it. I will put a little bit of oil on the gasket, fresh oil. Just dip my finger in the oil, put it on the gasket. I'll take my paper towel or rag, I'll wipe that off, make sure the seating area is clean, and we'll screw the new filter on. like so. And then we're going to tighten it up with our filter wrench. Not super tight. We don't need to hulk it. Because we want to be able to get it off. Alright, that should be plenty tight. Once my filter's on, I take my little Sharpie here and I write the date. 3/2/22. My tractor has 675 hours on it. So now I know when I did the service. Keep telling you guys, I'm not just another pretty face. I try. Alright, now we gotta add an Earl. Now the nice thing about this tractor, first off, the top, to add the engine oil through the top of the engine is down in there. There's a cap on the valve cover right over there. You can kind of see it. It's really hard to get to. So Kioti was nice enough to put this cap right here. You see that cap right there? We just pop that off and we can put oil right through there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, we have our funnel. We'll put it right down in there. Now we're going to pour in approximately 1.5 gallons of Earl. Oh, I'm blocking your view, aren't I? Gee. Here we go. Approximately 1.5 gallons of oil. For those that don't know, on the side of your jug, on the handle here, it's kind of clear and it has what's there. And you'll see I'm right around 2 quarts. So, which means I've put in 2 quarts. There it is. See? Right there. So we'll go ahead and let that drain in. And we'll clean things up. And then we'll check the level and then we'll start her up. Looks like it's pretty much drained in there. So let's pull our dipstick and check our level. My dipstick just has 2 notches. It's going to be between there, hopefully towards the top one. And sure enough, oil level just above it, but once we start it, it'll put oil in the filter and that'll come back down. So let's go ahead and pull the funnel, put the plug back in and fire her up. Plug in. Okay. I'm going to pull my drain pan out from under it. Let's go ahead and fire up the tractor. And then we'll check the leaks. Alright, that seems really good. Now we'll check our oil on the dipstick again. Sure enough, it went down a little bit, just like we thought it would. It'll actually come up a little bit more as your oil drains down, but that's good. So, there you go. We changed the oil on our CK2610. It's really easy. Anybody can really change oil. There's no reason to give dealers a ton of money to do something like that. It was really easy. I did buy the filter from the dealer. I bought the Kioti filter. Oil, you saw, I used a Rotella T. You can, any quality synthetic motor oil that's made for diesel engines works just fine. This was, since we put the new engine in, it's got almost 50 hours on it. It was time to do it. So there you go. Oil change, CK2610. Also work on 3510 and 4010. It's the same engine. And that's going to do it for today from the mountain, folks. So tell me if you like my videos. Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. Share our videos. Talk to us. Tell us what you think. you know, that's it. So have a great day, folks, and as always, God bless.